Hello, and welcome to a collective reading. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. My intention is just to tap into the current energy that's playing out right now. There is a lot of things happening. Um, I feel like we're going to see some significant shifts and movements throughout the remainder of December. So let's just take a look. I will have the new moon readings for all 12 signs coming out in the near future. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially subscribe and get notified when the new postings are posted. So, all right, let's see what energy wants to show up. What energy is showing up for the collective energy? Wow, this one popped and it popped. Welcome change. Yes, absolutely. This is that energy I'm feeling. This also you can it almost feels like the waves, right? And I did feel like throughout the remainder of December there would be some shifts and changes, and that could either bring you up or down or just feel like you're surfing a lot of turbulent waters, emotions, feelings in regards to situations, but I feel these changes are bringing someone out of a dark space and into a lighter space, out of harder times, more challenging experiences, and into something, much more higher vibrational. So this feels very good already. Welcome this change, because I feel like this change is a blessing that may be arriving in disguise, showing up in disguise. That's the energy. The next card that comes up is look free of attachments. Look at that energy. Look at that orange, that red. Feel very root chakra. Somebody's very solid, stable, confident, right? Being a true leader, having the courage to move forward. Then that sacral chakra, I feel like they're creating something. It feels like a creative energy that they're expanding on, or this creative energy liberates somebody. Bottom of the deck is treasure of abundance. So, really nice energy popping out here for this collective reading. So let's keep moving forward. This is somebody, and I feel that free of attachments is strongly indicating, like whatever these things that have been like free of those burdens, right? Like you're free of the attachments. It feels like some sort of change or something that enters into your life allows you to drop the burdens, to release whatever this baggage is or was. Next card that comes out is life of opportunity. So that would be absolutely that energy I'm feeling of where something comes in. There's like a blessing. Let me try to, I want to hopefully be able to show you guys all the cards. So here, let's fix that. So, yeah, I do feel like there is an opportunity that's coming in, and I feel like this is, it's like welcoming in this opportunity, not only welcoming it in, but having the strength, courage, and confidence to take action in regards to it, to accept this opportunity when it's presented. And it may come as a blessing in disguise, right? So be mindful of that. I don't know why I feel like I have to keep saying that, or something keeps repeating it to me, so or like my mind keeps saying, feeling that energy over and over. So anyhow, let's keep moving. Next card, express your emotions. So I did feel right back at the very beginning where it can be a turbulent emotional time. That can be because this opportunity relocates you or brings you in a new direction, and you have to, let some, like you may be feeling some feelings as you're moving away from some energies that you may not necessarily want to move away from, right? But it does give me that energy as this is someone who wants to grow and evolve and ascend and really reach for something more. And it's interesting because I got two, like right away, I'm overwhelmed with the energy showing up. Stand in your strength. And I do feel like that's exactly what's going on, right? Where somebody is standing in their power. This to me feels like Neptune energy. And that Neptune energy is the energy that I feel we're going to significantly feel beginning on the 10th of December. So you should have this will be posted before then. But yeah, I feel like this is what this is talking about, and that is creative energy. It is in the Pisces, which is a collective 12th house, which talks about cycles closing, endings, that sort of thing, trusting your intuition, heightened intuition. For some, it also is a discovery of hidden enemies or, yeah, hidden enemies for sure. So I'm just going to pop that out there. I'm kind of not feeling that vibe in this energy right now. I'm just feeling like there was some seriously burdensome energies that maybe somebody was just really, for one reason or another, struggling to release, let go. And I feel like an opportunity of a lifetime shows up and it frees them from those burdens, that baggage. I feel like they are going, it is like, I do feel like there can be some serious, so much energy in water signs right now. Like, if you look at the planets and like all kinds of everything, look at where things are in the, and again, look in your own chart as well, if you know that, right? Because there are so many just planets in the water sign energy right now that it's like it's almost impossible for anybody, regardless of who they are, to not be feeling some feelings and dealing with some emotional turbulence right now. It's just the energy the way it is. And look at that right there. See this? See all the water? See, this is feelings, emotions. Somebody's maybe even feeling overwhelmed with all the whatever this is. And this says pursue your dream. This is that offer, that opportunity. This is going to give someone the chance, the opportunity, the blessing of rising up, picking themselves up, getting out of these feelings, these emotions, this, I just feel like it's like a wake up call. It's like an opportunity. You got to rise up and accept it, to claim it, to, be in your powers, have the strength, courage, and confidence to lift yourself up out of that. Bottom of the deck is stay in the flow. So, again, I do feel like it's this energy that's new energy that's coming in. It's like energy of opportunity. This could be somebody having to pick themselves up and move forward. We are in December. There's a lot of things going on, get-togethers, gatherings, things like that. Someone may pick themselves up and ultimately, take an opportunity to, go somewhere, get together with some people or something, and then boom, out of nowhere is this opportunity that somebody has been wishing, wanting, hoping, and praying for, right? So let's keep moving forward. Let's clarify this welcome change. Let's get some additional information and see what this welcome change, what is this welcome change? Oops. All right. Welcome change is the Two of Cups. Now, it did fall in reverse, but then it was turning upright. So I'm going to give it to you upright, but I am going to tell you how I feel about the two, because it was in reverse and then it's like upright now. It spun upright. Yes. I feel like in the past there was something that didn't work out. Whether this was in a relationship, I just don't want to get into all of those details really. I just feel like there was something that didn't work out, right? Like a connection, a job opportunity, like whatever this was. I felt like whatever it was ultimately someone felt like it would be bring or play a role in an emotionally balanced situation, take wherever that resonates. I feel like it didn't work out. And I feel like that is also a blessing in disguise. I'm sorry, but it's just the energy keeps coming through like that. And I feel like this was a blessing in disguise because now it's going to allow the right things. And that could have been what you were burdened by, where somebody, and again, this is a collective reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. And it's going to definitely be different for each and every person that listens to this. So please take what resonates for you and release anything that doesn't. So I do feel like this is something that's coming together, and this is what's liberating for someone. It's like I feel like they're liberated from the emotional overwhelm or the emotional turbulence or the emotional lack, whatever it was for somebody. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Fire, and this is one of the quickest moving cards in the deck when you see this show up. And I feel like something is going to move forward quite quickly look. That's the truth because I'm looking right here and I could even go even further back. But let's start with the first two on the bottom of the deck. The Eight of Fire to the Hanged Man, like something's going to pull or propel somebody out of that stuck, stagnant, hanging in limbo energy. It's going to bring them forward to victory, towards success, this opportunity. That is the truth. There's a conversation, some sort of information, that's something that's going to take place. It is going to require someone to make a choice or a decision. It's going to be about trusting your higher self and your intuition, and it's going to bring you forward towards stability, success, like a recognition, like this is a celebration of some sort, and it's to do with stability. Now, I don't really want to keep going so far back, but I am going to bring this next card just because I want you to be aware, right? Six of Air talks about being spiritually guided. You can look at this and it does feel kind of stormy. And I kind of felt that energy a little bit between the waves in the beginning and then this pursue your dreams at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like this is something that absolutely would I just feel a little emotionally turbulent, letting go, surrendering, freeing oneself, saying goodbye, like it feels like a major life change as things come together. It's like old things are moving, falling away, like, they're just being left behind or whatever way you want to look at this. So let's grab one more card to clarify this welcome change when it comes to this connection. Way too many cards, so I got to throw them back in. I will say this, these cards that did show up, this is talking to me about it's an opportunity for someone to really tap in, have the strength and confidence to go after something. And it is something in the physical realm. So whether this be a relationship, a job, money, resources, it's about bringing justice to one's life. It's about bringing balance to one's life. And even though on the outside, people may look at you like your life is also great. What reason do you have to not be satisfied? Yada, yada, yada. I just feel like this is an energy of somebody wants to reach like a celebration, an accomplishment, a goal that feels very soul based. It feels like you have that soul satisfaction from being in alignment. And I know that's all there is to say because you know what you know, and that's it. So I do feel like this is someone having that opportunity. Let's look at the next energy that wants to show up to clarify this welcome change to the Two of Waters. Welcome change to the Two of Waters. Give us that right here. The Seven of Air. Seven of Air, that's very interesting. I want to make sure there weren't two cards. Bottom of the deck is a Judgment card. Yeah, this is the Judgment card. I just seen the Justice card. I was telling you about that. That was part of that energy that fell and I put back in the deck. With the Seven of Air, I feel this in several different ways. First, I don't want to see somebody self sabotage, is that energy. And I also want to bring awareness of Seven of Air is definitely not a good energy. It's a heavy energy. It's a sneaky energy, a deceptive energy. It's something like that. I did see, so there could have been, again, it could have been that Two of Cups that was originally in reverse, right? So I'm just saying this. I'm not tapped into this being a relationship reading, but in the event for some of you that this was in regards to you've healed or you're coming out um, from healing from a situation in the past, a connection, a relationship that didn't work out, right? There could have been a lot of Seven of Air, lying, stealing, cheating, manipulating, sneaky behaviors, that sort of energy, right? I feel like this, because of the way it's showing up to me, it feels like that's what you are stepping out of. And although I can feel some like fears that may rise up when you enter or connect with a new person, a healthier person, a more genuine energy. And I also, first of all, I feel like this is like this is what the balance is, this is what the judgment is for this. I do feel like this is a favorable judgment to some for somebody to connect in a higher vibrational connection, right? So but I am feeling like it's important to recognize that you're having to let go, maybe surrender, release the fears of it happening again. So again, I felt that self-sabotage immediately. Be mindful that you're not doing that out of fear, right? Fear from past experiences. I feel like this is about somebody who has really, you know, again, somebody really went through it emotionally and they had to pick themselves out of a very emotionally overwhelming experience, situation, time frame, whatever it is. So I feel like the time is now, and someone has to have the strength to step up out of that. So let's see what this detach um, or free of attachments. What is this? Free of attachments. Free of, yeah, like that's great. If freeing yourself from that lower vibrational energy of being hurt, betrayed, whatever this was in the past, that's a big, big, major healing and accomplishment. You had two cards that pop out. And the Seven of Waters to the Two of Fire. There is no doubt that I feel somebody is making a choice and a decision. They're liberating themselves, they're freeing themselves, they're choosing a new path. To have that Seven of Swords and that Seven of Cups sitting right there together, I do feel like this was a very like emotionally and mentally turbulent experience. Like somebody not only had to heal their heart, their spirit, they had to heal their mind, and you maybe even learn how to trust themselves again after whatever this experience feels like it was to me. This is somebody who has risen above that. They see differently now. They can see the broader picture or the bigger picture of things. They've risen above this situation. Again, pulling themselves out of that energy. And I feel a 10 of cups, that peak experience of happily ever after, which is somebody's wish fulfillment coming through for them. Somebody is being liberated, is how I'm feeling. Like somebody was stuck for a long time, feeling trapped, bound, like they couldn't see the way. It's almost like they look around. I'm getting this visual of looking around and seeing no way out, and not ever looking and recognizing that it's not going to come from around you, it's going to come from above you. And then boom, down comes that hand to lift you out of that situation, over those obstacles, over those challenges, out of that situation, right? That's the energy I'm feeling. So very powerful energy. Let's look at this life as opportunity, because this is where somebody is making a choice and a decision. This is where somebody is choosing to take an opportunity, or there's an opportunity. And it's interesting because when I was doing this in the first row, I felt like that. Life is an opportunity, and I felt like it was going to come, like pop in out of nowhere, like totally unexpected, didn't see coming. That sort of energy is how I'm feeling with all of that. So let's get some more energy clarifying this life is opportunity. Life is opportunity. Give us some clarity on that. Life is opportunity. All right, first card that comes up is the Empress energy. This is about manifesting. This is about nurturing, growing, evolving. This is co-creating with the universe. I see the King of Waters on the bottom of the deck. I did see the Queen of Waters earlier, and I definitely can feel that in this entire reading. And like I mentioned, with all the planets and the activity and the water signs right now, like everybody is going through something, and I do feel like it's a purging, it's a cleansing, and it's a healing of that heart space, their feelings, their emotions. They're looking and perceiving, or you know differently when it comes to connections, relationships, that sort of thing. With this King of Water, I feel like this is where somebody is balancing out that stuff, where they're stabilizing their feelings, their emotions, the connections within relationships, all of that sort of energy. And having this Empress show up here, like at this beautiful opportunity, it's like this is an opportunity to enhance one's life, to really align with that beautiful Empress energy, which is unconditionally loving, nurturing. It grows, it evolves, it expands. She creates, she manifests things into the physical reality. So next energy that shows up is the Queen of Air. This is doesn't surprise me to see this. We've already seen the King of Air as well earlier. So I feel like somebody is really mastering a lot of things. And it's interesting because I felt like back there, like this is what someone had to heal from, the emotional and mental. And now I'm seeing it. Like they've mastered that realm. They have healed. They've ascended as a result of the healing that they've done to master their mind. Their mind is not going to be tricked, manipulated, played with, confused, distorted. That's not going to happen. When you see this Queen of Air show up, best believe you come correct or don't come at all. She has wisdom, knowledge. She has a higher knowing. Like she knows what she knows, and like you got to come correct or don't come at all. Messenger of fire. This is what I feel like is happening now. This is where this energy is going to, from this part of this, it's going to be flowing in where this action is taken, this new opportunity is available, whatever that is. Let's see. Let's see. Let's grab some clarity on this card that is express your emotions. Express your emotions. Give us some energy and clarity on this express your emotions. Yeah, it definitely fit. Ooh, Page of Earth. Someone's going to speak about something in the physical realm, something about an opportunity. I feel there's an energy that's going to be heartbroken about this. I'm not even going down that rabbit hole today, but that's not your problem, is how I'm feeling. I'm feeling it's important for you to be mindful of what you're trying to manifest. And as these blessings are coming in and being offered, these opportunities, these doors open, you cannot bring everybody with you. It's giving me that energy. So I'm just, and not everybody will be happy about that. And this such is life, right? Like it's not an easy thing, especially when you're emotionally tethered or connected or really care and love about with someone, right? But this is like loving oneself. Five of fire. This is where there is going to be a conflict. There's going to be a challenge. And I feel like it's going to be somebody there, connecting with that right there. It can be, wow, nine of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. So I kind of feel like somebody is going to have to rise above, step up, step out of the emotional aspect of this, right? Because I feel like that can ultimately be their downfall. It's how I'm feeling because of experiences in the past. Now I feel like whoever I'm talking to, they've recognized this, they've seen this, they've healed this, they've done the work from this. And I feel like this is that test of, are you willing to release, surrender, sacrifice, right? This for what you want. Like you can't take it all with you in somebody doing that. And I do feel like there is an energy that's not going to be happy about it. Let me just say it like that. I feel like there could be some drama maybe when you express how you feel, express about you taking an offer, an opportunity. I feel like there's going to be a conflict, and again, I'm feeling there is an energy who may be really feeling some feelings and having to go within, just like whoever I'm reading for had to do, and do the inner work, do the shadow work, feel those feelings, do some healing, rise above that, right? Come out of that lower vibrational energy. So let's clarify what that is. Pursue your dream. And that is the Nine of Fire. And I love this out of all the Nine of Fires, because typically when you see the Nine of Fire, you see the Nine of Wands, which talks about the wounded warrior. It talks about somebody who has overcome so many obstacles and challenges and is just has just really come through being beat down by life, so to speak. But in this deck, it's not showing that energy. It's showing an energy of that is something, it's already been healed, it's done, and somebody is absolutely connecting with the higher realms. They're reaching for the stars, they're gaining access to blessings, opportunities, doors open. There's a major transformation coming through with all of this energy. And, I feel like somebody is moving forward. There is an energy, again, like I said, that's not going to be happy about this. But, I feel whoever I'm talking to, like it's time for you to live your best life and do what is right for you. And, have compassion for the people who can't understand your path, your journey, what your desires in life are. The next card that comes up is judgment. So that's the second time we've seen that. This is a serious, I feel, shift and change in a person's foundation, their life, their direction, whatever this is, that not only I feel is a favorable judgment, but I feel like it's something that brings balance into their life. Strength card at the bottom of the deck. Like this is them really having the strength, courage, and confidence to claim what they desire and not allow things to distract them, slow them down, make them sabotage opportunities, that sort of thing. So the next deck is that I'm pulling from is this is called Wishcraft. So this is about making a wish, and let's see, these cards are so interesting. I'll show you the back. Every one has a different pattern on it, and then on the other side, they're so hard to read, but they do bring beautiful messages. So the first card that pops up is Hope Jar. I am full of hope, and I take action. And this is what it looks like on the bottom and on the back side of it. I feel a lot of that star energy that I've seen over here. I feel like this is somebody manifesting something that they've been wanting for a long time into their life, right? They haven't lost hope, and I feel like they've done a lot of shadow work, healing, that sort of energy, and it feels like it's just timing, right? The timing is the divine timing. Things are lining up. It's meant to be, and now it's coming into fruition. The next card, look at that, the unicorn, right? Yes. Hopes and wishes coming true. So this card says, be an animal. I share my world with animals, which have all kinds of strength. I love, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, I'm a fan. I spend a lot of time outdoors. I love to watch the squirrels and all the stuff they're doing. Even last year when I had a garden and I was growing little baby watermelons. They were only supposed to get 3 to 5 pounds. They were growing so perfectly. Little squirrels went and helped themselves to them. Oh, I was devastated for me, but I was happy for them because I'm sure they looked like they were going to taste amazing. So. But anyhow, I do love that stuff. I highly recommend it. The energies, you can tell a lot with like if you have certain animals that visit every day and then all of a sudden they don't come, you feel things are quiet. You can tell a lot from just those kinds of signs and synchronicities. So maybe somebody really is good at connecting with animals and getting downloads, understanding something like that. Look at, as I'm saying, downloads and understanding, that's a card that pops. So this says, Happy Poppet, I am enough. And this is somebody, like I said, I definitely feel that energy is somebody is, they want to reach wish fulfillment and things in this lifetime. And, it's almost like I can't keep letting things hold me back, slow me down. And it's really being as well about accountable of accepting reality for what it is versus an illusion or, oh, just next month, just next week, just yada yada. No, right? It's like no more of the excuses. This is the bottom of the deck on this one. And this card says, bake magic cookies. I can give good things to myself and others. So there's that Empress energy, nurturing, cooking, just put, like when you put your heart and soul, when your heart is feeling like, let's make some cookies, and you make those cookies, how good those cookies are going to be, right? Because your heart was in it. Making things with love always tastes better. So absolutely. Next card, we'll pull one more card. One more card. Oops, that's way too. You know what? I'm just going to give them all to you, and then this reading is done. So these are the backs of them. Oh, look at it. I love. So the first card says, beginning something is exciting. And this is someone I feel who's getting ready to have a new beginning. They're heading in a new direction. freeze it. I freeze what I no longer want. Like this is again cutting things out, letting things go, making that sacrifice, those surrenders. The next is bubble power. My wishes flow easily out into the world. Yes. Throw them out into the universe and see what gets returned to you. Time capsule is the next card. It says, I have the confidence to be myself. So, yes, I definitely feel somebody is standing in their power. We've seen that several times through all of this. The wishing tree. My wishes grow big like a tree. So we can see that manifestation in here. And love your body is the last one. And it says, I love my body. This is loving who you are. Um, and this is a really feels like a very powerful energy of somebody very well connected to who they are, like very comfortable in their own skin, in who they are, what they bring to the table, where what they can receive and achieve as well. So I hope this message serves you well. Please leave me a comment, let me know if this resonates with you. I thank you for taking the time to be here. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. I send you love and light.